In this video, I want to talk about deducting processing fees when you are posting payments and it's being deposited into your bank account, but it's multiple payments in one transaction. So for example, if you use PayPal for payment processing, you might be transferring money to your bank account with several customer payments involved. But PayPal is going to more than likely deduct some processing fees in that scenario. So I'm going to talk about how to handle that. First of all, you want to have a few things set up in your chart of accounts. You would want to have some sort of money in transit account. I have one set up called Undeposited Funds, but you could certainly set one up that's called Funds in PayPal or something along those lines. And then you would want to have a processing fees account set up. And I already have one set up called processing fees. This would be under the payment processing fee category. When using an account in this section, Wave allows you to deduct it from the deposit. And then I also want to mention that instead of using a money in transit account, I have seen some people set up a PayPal cash in bank account, which could work. You would just follow the same guidelines that I'm going to do in this video, but instead of using the undeposited funds account, you would replace it with your PayPal cash and bank account. So let me walk through some transactions so I can demonstrate this. I'm going to go to Invoices, and I already have a few invoices set up for this demonstration. I'm going to go ahead and click on Record Payment for all three of these invoices. My method will be PayPal, and the account I'm going to use is Undeposited Funds. And I'm going to submit. Actually, I'm going to change the date. And let me record the other two payments. Same thing. Account would be Undeposited Funds. And I'm going to record the last one. So now what I'm going to do is go to Accounting Transactions, and where it says All Accounts here, I'm going to just go to Undeposited Funds. Those three payments that I just posted are in this account, and there's a balance now of $1,150. So undeposited funds is simply a holding place for money that you expect to deposit. So it could be cash, it could be checks, whatever the case may be. This is simply money being held. So in a way, this money is being held in the PayPal account. And then when you transfer the funds to your checking account, more than likely, you would have some processing fees deducted by PayPal before it lands in your checking account. So let me go to the checking account. If your bank is connected, if you have a bank connection over here in connected accounts, you would already probably have a line item for that deposit here, and you would simply find it, choose the transaction option, and edit more details. But obviously this is a sample company, so I don't have a bank connection. I'm going to have to add this deposit manually. And I'm going to have a deposit for the net amount after the processing fees. So let's say it's $11.05. I would put the date of the actual transfer or deposit from PayPal. I might put a description that says that. And then I would want to split the transaction. First of all, I would need to show that this money was being transferred over from undeposited funds, from that holding place that I have set up in Wave. So I would choose transfer from bank, credit card, or loan. And then I would find that account here, which it's right here, undeposited funds. And this line item should be the total amount before processing fees. And then I'm going to want to deduct the processing fees. So I would choose discounts and fees, and then I would choose processing fees. And you can see that it puts a split amount with a minus in parentheses, showing me that I can subtract this. So I would subtract the amount of the processing fees, which is $45, and that gives me the net effect, the net actual deposit that comes to the bank account. So I could go ahead and save this. And now it shows me the net deposit, which is a transfer from PayPal in checking. If I go back over to undeposited funds, now it shows a zero balance because this balance has been zeroed out, transferred in full to checking minus the fees. And then if I were to run a profit and loss, it would show those processing fees of $45. So I'm going to go ahead and run that report. And I'm just going to do this month. So there is the $1,150. That was the total of the invoices, and minus the processing fees of $45, which is a net profit from those transactions of $1,105. So I just want to mention that in the videos, I usually show you one or two ways to do something, but there are a lot of times other ways to accomplish the same thing. So if you don't do it this way, that's okay. This is just an option for you. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and thank you for watching.